what's going on, guys? Even Netflix came here, and today I want to talk about something a little bit, different, a little bit unique. I want to talk about Netflix games' failed marketing opportunity. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, for those who don't know, Netflix hasn't really marketed Netflix games that much as they could have, and I want to talk about personally. So I feel like Netflix could have done quite early on, which could have boosted their viewership, or not just viewership, but interest in their games, their IPs around the games and whatnot. And this would basically be like Netflix do a reality show, whether it be on YouTube or as part of Netflix itself, alongside the shows and movies that they're actually starring in, where it follows the cast of many different shows playing the games that they're based off, which have got games based on those shows. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, for example, there's one that I do know of that has had such a feature, and that's Too Hot to Handle Love Is a Game. From what I know, Sidlan, who's a huge member of the Netflix games community on Reddit and Discord, he's obviously been behind this. He's obviously told me about this, and he's like, hey, they did actually do this for this one show. Too Hot to Handle Love Is a Game did get the cast of Too Hot to Handle to actually play the game, which is pretty cool. However, I will say it is rather disappointing to me in some ways, because obviously it just seems like it's just that one. Like, no, it doesn't seem like they've done it with Stranger Things, which has quite a few games, and Stranger Things is obviously widely popular, so that could be an easy one to do. You could do Stranger Things, you could do Stranger Things, you could do Narcos has a game and it's a pretty popular show. You could also do stuff like You could do Narcos, you could do Nailed It, you could do Stranger Things. There's quite a few options for what you could do with certain shows, because obviously, for those who don't know, out of 7 games on Netflix games that are actually owned by Netflix, 4 of them, well, at least I say 4 of them, 6 of them are based on shows, but 4 of them are different shows. So obviously you've got Stranger Things, Too Hot to Handle, you've got who else? You got Narcos, Cartel Wars, you got Nailed It, Bacon Bash, and obviously the other game they own is obviously Oxenfree, which is obviously not based on a TV show. It's based on it's original gaming IP, so we'll ignore that one in this context. But to me, it feels like Netflix could easily bring a load of their games to the forefront by just having the casts of these shows play them. And to me, that would also help boost interest in such games, because obviously fans of the shows will be like, hey, I want to play this. I see this. I want to spend more of my time and engagement on this franchise that I like. And this would be a great way, in my opinion, to help boost interest in not only Netflix games, but also Netflix as a whole. Because for those who don't know, Netflix is obviously looking at, it's quite obvious that Netflix is looking at growing outside of just being a film company, a streaming service. It just makes sense, because obviously you can't be a one-trick pony in the media space. You've got to keep evolving, keep growing. You can't just do one thing forever. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think Netflix is missing an opportunity here by having the cast of the shows play the games before they whilst they release, or whilst hyping up the new season of the show, or new show, whatever? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, share, comment, notifications. And before I go, I want to say I will be hosting a podcast on Ninja Guy X's channel. There'll be a link to the podcast in the description. It's called an Endgamers Checkpoint. We're going to be talking news. We're going to be giving our opinions on certain things around Netflix games and Netflix as a whole. It's going to be great. We're going to have Sidlan on. The first episode is going to be just me and Ninja Guy X, though. But then obviously future episodes will be me, Ninja Guy X, Sidlan. We might have interviews with game devs. It's going to be a great show. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description down below. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, share, comment, and turn notifications. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.